that down. There. Like that. Okay. Hello everyone, how you doing? It's Stuart from Drake Music Scotland here again. And today I'm going to be doing another video for you as part of our Angus School's Elements project. And you'll never guess what, today's theme is water. Okay, so I'm up here in the lovely Scar Glen. I'm sure you've got some lovely rivers and wee glens up your way. Anyway, I think before we begin though, it'd be good if we had a wee warm up. So, what I'll do is I'll stand a wee bit closer there. If you want to start off, just giving yourself a wee shuggle. You can do it standing up or sitting down, whatever is most comfortable for you. So, we'll have a big breath in. You ready? 3, 2, 1, breath in. And then out. Try that one more time. 3, 2, 1, breath in. And out. Okay, and one more time. 3, 2, 1, breath in. And then out. Brilliant. Okay, if you want to have a look up to the sky, or the ceiling or whatever, the tree canopies. I'm currently looking up at a nice old oak, and then we'll look down to the floor. And then we'll look back up to the sky again, and then down to the floor. Very good. We'll look over our right shoulders, and then over our left shoulders. And we'll have another look over our right shoulder again. And then back over our left shoulder. Very good. Okay, how about we give our necks a gentle roll round. Wonderful, and then back the other way. So we're not doing anything too rapid, we're just taking it nice and easy, being kind with ourselves. There you go, brilliant. Give yourself a wee shuggle. And now, if we just do some gentle circles with our right shoulder. And then we'll do our left shoulder. Very good. Now we'll do them both at the same time. So round we go. Excellent. Okay, just give yourself a wee shuggle there. We'll give our wrists a wee roll round. Some gentle circles on the go. Very good. And then we'll go down the other way. Now we can get the hands a wee rub together. fingers a wee wiggle. And then a shake. And 3, 2, 1, stop. Any tingles? No? Aye, maybe? How about we do it again? Give our hands a wee rub together. And then we'll give our fingers a wee wiggle. And then a shake. And 3, 2, 1, stop. Very good. My fingers are beginning to tingle a wee bit. We'll try that one last time, just giving our hands a wee rub together. And we'll give our fingers a wee wiggle. And shake. And 3, 2, 1, and stop. Very good, brilliant. Just give yourself one last wee shiggle. Okay, nice one. Well, I'm feeling a wee bit more warmed up and ready to go now, so hopefully you will be as well. So you might be asking why I'm out here doing this video by the river. Well, I'll tell you, because the theme for this video is water. I thought we could do a kind of similar thing to what we did when we were looking at Earth, when I was doing the video up in Drumlanrig Woods. I thought we could do a similar thing here up Scar Glen and think about the kind of sounds that we can get by using water. You know, there's all sorts of different kind of things, whether it's being like kind of splashing sounds or kind of slapping sounds or the sound of something being thrown into the water or anything like that. Or in fact, you know, you can quite often fill something up with water, like a bottle or a glass or something. I don't know if you've ever seen wine glasses, when you dip your finger in water and you've got water in a glass and you rub your fingers around the edge of the rim, and it kind of sings almost. It's quite a kind of ethereal kind of sound. Anyway, I don't have any wine glasses with me today. However, what I do have, I've actually brought some bottles along with me. So, I'll just grab it here. Brought this bottle here. I don't know how well you can see that. It's quite a nice apple juice bottle, but I got it because it's quite a big bassy sound to it. So you can actually blow into the bottle and it makes quite a cool sound. But what's this got to do with water? Well, what we can do is we can actually fill it up with water and it will change the pitch of it. So the more water we put into it, the higher the note. So I think that's kind of somewhere around a G or something like that. But if I just fill it up down here, try not to fall in the water. There we go. So you hear that? It's gone up. Before it was do, and now it's up to, well, you see I've actually put some wee markers on it. I tried to figure out the tuning of it earlier on. I don't know if you can see that. I've got A, B, D and E on here. So I've got the water filled up to roughly where the A is, which should be alright. Turns out I also brought another wee bottle. This is like think it was hot sauce or soy sauce or something, probably hot sauce. But it's actually, when it's empty, it's tuned to an A, so it's like an octave up from this. So there we go. So obviously the smaller the bottle, the higher the note as well, whereas if you had, I don't know if you've seen any of these massive big bottles, I've got one that's got lots of coppers in it. It'd be quite cool to lug that out here and see what kind of sound it would make, nice and bassy. Anyway, so that's our water bottles. I'm pretty sure Iona might have done some of this stuff with you in her video. I think she was making some instruments, so you may well already have your bottles all tuned up nicely. So I've also got another bottle here as well, which has got, I think this was a maple syrup one. I love maple syrup, don't know about you, but I definitely do. So it's a wee bit higher, that one. So I'll stick them away there now. And we'll bring them back out in a wee bit and play a wee tune like how I did before when I had lots of different versions of myself scattered around playing different parts. So we'll definitely use the water bottles for something. There's actually a tune that came to mind. It's a tune called Watermelon Man, and there was like a version of it that there's a Herbie Hancock tune, but he did a version of it, and on one of his albums, Headhunters. And the start of it's on beer bottles, and it kind of goes doo doo boo doo boo doo boo doo boo doo boo doo boo doo. Anyway, I thought we'd try doing a funny version of that. So, and I guess watermelons are, I don't know, a pretty high percentage of water in them, so it kind of fits within the theme. Anyway, what other kind of sounds could we have out here? So we've got lots and lots of water, so you could try, now this is very important actually, if you're going to be doing this down by a river, you could do it in your sink or your bath or other things, but if you're out and about playing with water, always make sure you got supervision with you. Okay, or we could try doing like a kind of like a wiggle in the water, and it makes quite a cool sound, that. So we have that. That's quite a smart sound. Just grab, got a random stick lying about. You can almost, like how we did before with our sticks, like claves, you could use it to kind of hit the water. Makes quite a cool kind of slap sound. I suppose you could a wee bit of a kind of softer kind of laughing kind of thing. That's quite good. I'll just stick this back over here. But also you get an amazing sound when, if you've got a deep bit of water and you drop something heavy in it, you get this really deep kind of splosh kind of sound. So I'll just have a quick see if I can find like a big stone or something that I can kind of drop in the water. There we go, that's quite a hefty sized one. It's pretty deep in the middle here. Let's see how that sounds. Oofed. That was pretty bassy. So it had like this amazing kind of slap and then this kind of bassy thing. It had a flat side in it, so what you could do is find something that's maybe more rounded. this one's a wee bit rounder. It's a bit smaller, so it's probably going to make a lighter sound. So it's a wee bit more subtle, but that's quite a good kind of deep, kind of bassy sound. So we could use that almost like the other day when we were doing our stomping, doof, doof, doof kind of thing. We could use that sound in some way, or we can maybe use a couple of them. What else could we use? We want something that's going to sound, because we're going to do a version of Watermelon Man, there's a really solid kind of drum sound to it. So we want like a nice high, tight kind of hi-hat sound. We want a nice deep kick like that, but we also want a nice kind of snare. So a snare drum is something, it's got a tight skin, but it's got little bits of wire underneath it. So when you hit it, it kind of makes a kind of sound. So what we could try doing is actually using, you could scoop up some gravel and throw it into the water, and you get a really nice kind of sound. I'll just see if I can find some. There we go. Found a wee bit there. Don't know how well you can see that, but just this kind of lovely gravelly stuff. We'll see what it sounds like. So I'm going to throw it quite hard down here. So you hear that? It's quite a kind of light but kind of sound. So perhaps if you did it with slightly coarser, bigger bits of gravel, you might get a kind of deeper sound. That was very, very fine, so it's quite a light kind of thing. But maybe for the hi-hat kind of thing, we'll try using sticks again for this. So I'm trying to do it nice and light. But of course, if you're going to whack it down, you might get a good slap sound. Oof, brilliant. Maybe with a thicker stick. That's got a bit more kind of bass and a bit more purchase to it. Nice old slap. I think I prefer that one for that sound. But certainly if we're trying to get a kind of light sound, it's almost trying to get getting the stick flatter rather than the end, because you get more of a kind of splashback on it. So. Brilliant. Okay. So I'll just stick these back over here. You know, if it was a nice roasting hot day, maybe I'd be in the water doing some stuff, because you actually, if you get a chance, look up a thing called water drumming. You get these amazing folk, not entirely sure what tribe it is, but groups of folk stand in the water or stand in the sea, like kind of up to about their waist, and they all they kind of drum on the water, but you get these amazing different kind of sounds. Like, I think when you kind of move deep down like that with your foot into the water and your hand at the same time, it makes this amazing kind of thum sound. So you get that really bassy thing, and then folk patting on the top, but you can get all these different kind of tones, like really loud, really light, really deep, really high. So it's well worth checking that out. But I'm not going to get in the water today, unfortunately. But speaking of which, I don't know if I did my hands there, because that's another way of getting a kind of lighter sound. Okay. So what kind of sounds we got there? We've got our deep snarey sound, deep kick sound, we've got a kind of snare sound, we've got a kind of hi-hatty type thing, or another alternative kind of clave type thing going on, and we've also got our water bottles as well. I think that's just got enough to be getting on with. Hopefully it should all go together into a mashup of Herbie Hancock's Watermelon Man from his Headhunters album. Okay. So I think we'll start with doing some of that bubbly stuff. Okay. Okay, so hopefully that all worked, and it's maybe giving you some wee ideas for how you can do your own riverside music, or by the sea, or in the bathroom, or all sorts of things. But yeah, it's quite nice trying the wee intro of that tune. But anyway, don't know about you, but I'm totally puffed out after that, so I think we need a wee warm down. So let's get yourself all comfortable wherever that may be. You can be standing up or sitting down, and we'll just have a wee relax and have a big breath in. You ready? 3, 2, 1, breath in, and then out. Do another one of those. 3, 2, 1, breath in, and then out. Okay, we'll do one more. 3, 2, 1, breath in, and then out. Very good. Okay. Have a wee look up to the sky. And then down to the ground. And then back up to the sky again. And then down to the ground. Okay, we'll have a look over the right shoulder. Having a nice wee look at the riverbank there. Still a few bluebells out. There we go, and back over the other side. And then back over our right shoulder again. A bit of wild garlic as well, always a good thing. And then back over our left shoulder. Okay, very good. And now, just give our neck so we roll round. Very good. And then back the other way. Okay, now we'll do our right shoulder. And then our left shoulder. Okay, and we'll try doing them both together at the same time. And relax, just give yourself a wee shiggle there. Okay, we'll give our wrists a wee roll round. And then we'll go the other way. Good. Get our hands a wee rub together. Just doing it nice and gently just now. Wiggle. Maybe if we put our hands together like this, and just give our fingers a wee twiddle there like that. Okay. Beginning to turn into a bit of a clap. So, give yourselves a wee round of applause. Good stuff. Hope you enjoyed that. And remember, if you're out and about by rivers or the sea or anything like that, be very, very careful. Make sure you've got supervision with you. But happy exploring with the sounds, because there's so many brilliant things we can kind of use all around us. Again, you don't need any instruments, expensive instruments or anything like that. You can just use what you find around you. So, I'm going to pass you on to Ron for the next video. And I'll see you next time. Cheerio.